Welcome back to Senior Support on Your TV. We've been talking in the first half of the show with Brandon Clark, and Brandon is a coordinator at Community Care in Prince Edward County. He's been telling us about the hot and frozen Meals on Wheels program, both in Prince Edward County and in Belleville, and the need that they have for more volunteers. And Brandon, you said that volunteer opportunity is flexible in the number of hours and the number of times a week or a month. Is that correct?
That's correct. We have opportunities to suit all schedules.
That's right. So don't, if you're watching this and you're thinking, you know what, I have some time in a car, and don't let that the timing stop you from making a call to help deliver Meals on Wheels to help seniors live at home. But Brandon, I know that both of the agencies have lots of other volunteer opportunities that might, a person, not everybody has a car, right? So a person might be interested in volunteering and they don't have a car. So tell us one of the other opportunities. Why don't we start with one?
We have reception volunteers in the office. So that's a 3-hour commitment a week. And you help basically run the office. There's such an important role there. And it's a very busy one as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, reception volunteer just in the office, or I think you've got them at foot care clinics in Wellington and Rossmore as well, don't you?
That is correct. Thank you. Yeah. So we have at the foot care clinics in Rossmore and Wellington, and then in the office in Picton as well.
Yeah, so in Picton, I would assume it's quite a fast pace with lots of phones ringing and things like that. Maybe not so much in the other two locations.
Yes, yeah, that's correct. A little bit more relaxed there, but yeah, Picton is definitely busy. Lots of phone calls, and yeah, an essential part of the office for sure.
Now, I would wonder, if I was watching, if there's any orientation offered, or kind of training, especially for answering the phones. I would think you'd have something like that.
Of course, yes, there is a very thorough orientation for all of our programs, but especially for the reception, because it's such a vital part of getting our services out there to people.
Mm-hmm. Now, what other kinds of volunteer opportunities are available? Let's say I'm new to the community and I want to meet some people and make some friends. What would you have to offer me?
The best option there, I think both agencies have a thrift store where you get to meet lots of people and socialize. That's probably the best aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. Now, what would a person do in a thrift shop?
There's lots of rules within the thrift shop. I mean, there's sorting the boxes and intaking all of the used items that come in. There's pricing. There's working the register and interacting with the customers. There's a lot to do.
Mm-hmm. A lot to do. Pricing and looking at all the new things. I've heard people say when they work in a thrift shop, it's like Christmas every day. You open boxes, you never know what's in the box. It sounds like fun,
It does, yeah. And sometimes you're really surprised at what they can find. It's amazing, some of the things that get donated.
And people love to shop in thrift shops. They always have, but more so lately. I think there's a lot of people discovering thrift shops.
I went in there during the bag day sale, and the lineup was around the corner. It was packed in there. I could barely get to the counter.
Well, that's really great to hear. That's really, really great to hear. Now, what about other volunteer opportunities that you might offer people when they say they're interested to help?
We have volunteer drivers. So we have drivers who take clients to medical appointments or essential shopping, and that can be anywhere from Toronto, Kingston, Ottawa. We have a lot of appointments in Trenton as well. So there's a large need for that.
Do you do local trips as well? Local
Yes.
ride?
Yep. Especially within Picton, there's lots of medical appointments and seniors who live in Picton that just need to get short rides around the city.
Now, these volunteers in both Community Care Belleville and or Community Care South Hastings and in Prince Edward County, they use their own cars, don't they?
Yes, they do use their own cars. So with that, there's a small fee that the client pays the volunteer. It's 50 cents a kilometer, and that's just kind of for the maintenance of the car and to try to alleviate some of the price of gas.
I think also, Brandon, you can tell me, do the volunteers stay with the person? So this is a different thing than just taking a taxi or a bus to Kingston Health Sciences Center. That volunteer is going to stay with them the entire time, take them to wherever the clinic is in the hospital, and come back out with them. They've got somebody with them one-on-one the whole time. Isn't that true?
That is correct. Yeah, they're there for support as well. Yes.
Yeah. So, and our volunteers, I know in Prince Edward Community Care, and I assume in South Hastings, are really committed to this program. It's really quite an excellent program. Some volunteers will volunteer for 15 or 20 years. They just really love it so much.
Yeah, it is incredible the dedication some of the volunteers have to it. It's quite amazing.
Yes, it is.